What is up? What is cracking, collective? All right, so the plot I want to talk about today is a message that I am being called to. It's like, why don't you love me? Okay, so I had did this message around the time when it was like time to vote. It was like the day before voting, or like the 2 days before voting, and I was just like, all I could hear in the beat was, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? And it's kind of like, somebody just pushing on to other people, like, why don't you love me? And the other person is just like, look, I just don't love you, or I just don't feel it, or I'm just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? It's about something that you're just not feeling. Like when you feel something deep down in your soul, and then you feel like, man, something is just not right, or I don't want to do this and it's just not right, or somebody's just trying to pressure you to do something, even though you feel like, okay, this thing just doesn't seem right for me. I don't feel comfortable doing this. I don't like this, or if I do it, it's not aligning with me and my path, and I know that God is talking to me and telling me, okay, yeah, it's okay if you don't like that, or it's okay if you go another way. It's okay. The way that you go, or the way that you feel more comfortable at, is the way that you should go, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. So it's kind of like the people pleaser energy, where are you gonna follow the crowd, or are you gonna go a different way? And that's the type of message that I'm getting here. It's kind of like when you have somebody that's very popular, and they're very popular and everybody loves them, right? And then it's another person that is not that popular, but you just click with that person more. Let's say it's like a girl group, and it's two groups of girls, right? And it's for some reason, you're not clicking with the one that everybody likes, and the one that everybody likes, you feel like it's just something to them that you just can't put your finger on, right? So it's like, I'm going to go with the people that are less likely going this way. I'm not going the way that I see everybody else go. I'm going to go another way. And that's what this message was. And it's like, when you are the person that you go another way, the person that wants you to go their way, and that everybody else is going, they're like, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? It's like, why don't you love me? Like, everybody else loves me, so why wouldn't you love me? And I'm just an eyeball, so I'm probably gonna go for the eyeball. Me personally, I'm gonna go for the eyeball. Okay. Like, it's a no for me. It's a no. Like, y'all saying yes, but it's a no for me. It's a no. Okay. And it's kind of like when that one person that really doesn't talk, really doesn't speak up, really doesn't say much, all of a sudden has so much to say, and they open up their mouth, and everybody is like shocked, like, oh my God, did they just say no? So that's the type of energy I was getting from this message. Like, did they just say no? Because normally the person always just keep their mouth closed, they mind their business, right? And that kid just blather out, look, I don't like your plan. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that about you. Matter of fact, I don't like that about you. Matter of fact, I don't like you. No. But in all actuality, it's just like, just doing what you want to do, even though you're being pressured from every which way to go against the grain, go against what everybody else wants. What's popular, what's popping, what's this, what's that. All right, is that something that I really want to do, or something that I really don't want to do, right? So if y'all haven't checked out this message, definitely check out this message. It's just a reminder of, all right, even if they don't love me anymore because I choose to go another way, then it is what it is. And I was also talking about it in this message, like, what type of person are you? Are you a good person where you're going to be like, look, I know you want to go your own separate way, and I'm going to respect you as you go your own separate way? Or are you going to be, that type of person that's like, oh my God, I don't like you anymore because you don't love me, because you don't love me anymore, because you disagree with me, right? So it's just very important to, understand people like, all right, I know that you don't agree with me. I know we don't see eye to eye, but I still respect you. I still have this respect for you. I still have this love for you, especially if you love somebody, right? The love shouldn't change, right? If you value somebody, the value shouldn't change just simply because they disagree with certain things or they say no. What is, best for them? So, this message was definitely for people that just has been saying yes their whole life, and now they're just standing their ground and saying no. And I feel like sometimes we have to look at the aspect of people don't respect other people's no's. At the end of the day, you just gotta respect people's no's. Like it's just a no. It's a no for me, right? And sometimes once we do say no, and the people that thought we were that little teddy bear, like I was saying, like that little, oh, she's so sweet and cute and cuddly, and then to like, oh my God, I don't like her. She's a grizzly bear. She's mean. She's this, she's that. It's kind of like, when you being a teacher at school and all of a sudden you got to discipline the students and now they all despise you. They're like, oh, we thought this teacher was so nice and sweet and kind, and now they're disciplining us. I don't like that, right? So sometimes when you say no, and when you put your foot down, and when you let people know, like, look, I'm not as gullible as you think I am, or I'm not as like like you think I am, right? They start to think that you might be, this mean individual, or somebody that's just had it out for them for all along, or something like that. And I was also talking about the dangers of saying no. So know that sometimes when you are a person that is going against everybody else, a whole crowd, it's kind of like this picture that I see where everybody, like all these thousands and hundreds of people in this picture, just standing there, and it's one person on the other side, and they say no. It's like, know the dangers of that. Like, imagine everybody is standing against you, and they're like, we all said yes, and you just like, no. So imagine that, and it's just like, you can be in a dangerous spot. You can be in a dangerous spot, and you can be in a spot where, you become canceled. You know what I'm saying? You become just degraded. You become the talk of the town. You become, the gossip. You become stalked. Like, this person said no, they are against us, okay? And we all have to gang up and go against them or do something to them. So it's very dangerous with being on the opposite side of everybody else. It is, because they will try to take you down. You know what I'm saying? They will try to take you down, like, for saying no, okay? And I was also talking about, there's 3 types of no's, okay? Well, there's 3 types of why don't you love me? When you expressing yourself, and you being real about your feelings, and you being real about your thoughts, and you being real about your emotions, and you just letting people know, like, man, this is who I am, this is what I think, and it's a no for me. Okay, it's a no for me, especially when you have been saying yes your whole entire life, right? People can be like, man, I'm not used to this being you, or you changed up, or you switched up. And sometimes it's not even the case. Sometimes you just got tired of not expressing yourself, not being able to just say, no, this is how I feel, right? But it's 3 types of people that will be attracted to you as you say no in your life journey in general. And the first type is the people that's going to love you for it. They're going to love you because you say no, right? They're going to love you, even if they're on the side of yes and you say no, and they like, man, such and such said no. Maybe I should think about saying no. Maybe, in all actuality, from them saying no, it made me think about something differently. It made me get another perspective out of this situation, right? So it's people that's gonna absolutely love you for saying no, and they're gonna love you because they're like, look, you know, you're going against the grain. You're being different, and I like different, right? And then number two, it will be people that act like they love you, but in all actuality, they hate you. For saying no. Okay, so they would act like they your friend, act like, oh yeah, you know, I rocks with you because you're saying no whole time. You know, they really don't like you for saying no. They in the background talking about you, you know, for saying no and things like that. Like they low key really hate you for it. It's like playing I'm hearing double jeopardy, but it's like playing both sides of the coin. You know, just trying to be there and act like they love you. In all actuality, they don't really love you. In all actuality, the people that say they love that you say no, and then, you know, they really want you to say yes and be on the sides of the yes people. It's like as soon as they get that chance to snake you, as soon as they get the upper hand to just, put that knife in your back, they will. Those are the people that will put that knife in your back. Those are the people that you don't see coming, right? Yeah, those type of people. Those are the people that's working for the other side. The double agents is what, you know, I'll call them. And, you know, so we got to be careful with those people, right? And at any point in time in life, the people that say that they love you can switch and say that they hate you anyway. You could do something so simple and they'll love you and then they'll hate you. So it's like, you know, you really never get comfortable with anybody. You can't really be comfortable with anybody. The most person that you can be comfortable with is simply God, because at the end of the day, you know, as you following your intuition, you following your gut, you following what, you know, you really want to do. It's like, you know, this is where I'm being led to. And if I made a mistake or if I come to a realization that I should never went that way, then yeah, you know, it is what it is. And that was my path to go down. That was my route to just seek. Right? That was my journey. But if I was right, then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, ho, right? I'm getting hey, ho. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, victory lap, right? And then the last is the people that hate you. And they loudly hate you. They are open with hating you. Like, I hate you because you said no. I don't like you because you said no. I don't like you because you're different. I don't like you because you think different. I don't like you. And they would tell it to your face that they don't like you. You know? They will tell it to your face that they don't like you. And most of the time they are like a superior, right? Or people look at them as superior. They may be the person that came up with the idea or strongly in a higher level or like close with the person that came up with the idea. And they like, look, I don't like you. I'm openly saying I don't like you, you know. And with you being a person that say no against this other person, it's like you are superior as well. It's like you are standing your ground. So you can be standing your ground against a whole bunch of other people, you know, and most of the time or sometimes it'll be you versus a lot of other people. And people say like good versus bad. Sometimes it'd be like a lot of people on the bad side and a lot of people I mean, not a lot of people on the good side. So it'd be like a tug of war. But for some reason, some way, somehow, God is always on the right side. So never forget that. If you got God on your side, baby, you are the winner. Okay, period. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter what's going on over there, baby. Over here. Over here, okay? So yeah, that's the type of thing that person is gonna be outwardly, openly saying, I hate you. And you gotta be outwardly and openly just standing there listening, or just be like, I don't care. You know, it is what it is. I said what I said. Okay? So, yeah, that's just pretty much it. But the people that you keep inside of your life are people that love you for saying no, and people that still honor your no. I honor you no matter you rocking with me or you not with me, or the situation or whatever it is. I still honor and I still respect you because I love you, right? When we try to isolate people or come at people because they're different than us, or they think differently than us, or they don't agree with us, that's when it starts to be like a control tactic where, okay, since you don't agree, I want to isolate you. And that's not how it is, and it was one of the main things that I learned early on in my life was, even if other people don't agree with me, I still have to accept them for who they are, right? And what they said and how they feel, even if I felt differently. So that's just really, really important. And also what's important is just reminding them that, hey, I still love you, even if you don't agree with me. So it's not like, why don't you love me like before? Because I still love you like before. Those are the people that you keep, and the people that you let go is the people that simply don't like you for you expressing how you genuinely feel. Okay? So that is my message. That was like the plot of that, and I hope that other people are out there that have experienced this or just are experiencing this and just saying no. Like, no. All right, I'll be busy back, baby. Peace.